Okay, today I will be going to teach you hydrology. These are the course content of hydrology. First of all, we will discuss introduction, then precipitation and its measurement. After that, we will be going to discuss surface water hydrology, infiltration and transpiration, surface water hydrology, that is hydrograph. Basically, hydrograph we will be going to discuss. Then after that, flood routing, and at last, groundwater. Groundwater hydrology is basically a part of soil mechanics. So most of the part of groundwater hydrology will be covering in soil mechanics, but I will give you a brief discussion of groundwater hydrology. For gate purpose, infiltration and transpiration and hydrograph is most important because most of the numerical question will be going to ask from these two topics. So we will be having a lots of numerical example on these two topics. Let's start from the introduction part of hydrology. So what is hydrology? As the main name suggests, hydro is more about water. So hydrology is a science which deals with occurrence, circulation and distribution of water on Earth's surface and in its surrounding. Then what is hydrological cycle? You can have a look of this diagram. If we start from evaporation, first water evaporate from a reservoir top surface, then this moist air will lift up, and after that it will condense in the form of clouds, and after that it will precipitate in the form of rainfall. So hydrological cycle is nothing but transformation of water from one phase to the another phase. Residence time. It is the time taken by the water particle for crossing a particular phase of hydrological cycle. After residence time, we will discuss about catchment area. Catchment area. The area draining into the river is called catchment area. It is also called watershed in US. Then ridge line. It is also called as divide line. It is nothing but line that demarcates one watershed to its neighboring watershed, or one catchment area to the another catchment area. Let's avoid the confusion because ridge line is called watershed in UK. So catchment area is called watershed in US, but divide line or ridge line is called watershed in UK. Water budget equation. This equation is based on law of mass of conservation. So it states that mass inflow minus mass outflow will be equals to change in storage. This is our water budget equation. Let's have a numerical on this equation. Let's say at the start, water surface elevation in a lake is 103.2 meter. After a month, what would be the water surface elevation in the lake? That we will calculate on the basis of water budget equation, that is mass inflow minus mass outflow is equals to change in storage. So let's say our inflow in that lake is 6 cumex and outflow is equals to 6.5 cumex. Precipitation on that lake is 6 or we can say 145 mm, and evaporation, let's say 6.1 centimeter. So first of all, water surface elevation is in 103.2 meter. So we should change the units of all the data we have, like 6 minus 6.5 divided by, okay, let's say area of that is, let's say 100 or let's say 500 hectares. Okay. So this is in meter cube per second. So we should divide it by area, 500 hectare. It would be equals to 500 into 10 to the power 4 meter square. Then it is in meter cube per second. So for a month it would be 3600 in a month, 30 days and 24 hours, and then 3600 seconds, plus precipitation, that is 145, then evaporation is 61 mm, and in meter it would be 10 to the power minus 3 is equals to change in storage. At a start, we can say that water surface elevation for a lake is 103.2 meter. So after a month, what would be the water surface elevation? We can calculate on the basis of water budget equation, that is equals to mass inflow minus mass outflow is equals to change in storage. For that particular month, let's say inflow is 6 meter cube per second and outflow is 6.5 meter cube per second. Precipitation is 145 mm and evaporation is 6.1 centimeter. Because our water surface elevation is in meters, so we should change these units into meter only. So let's say area of this 5000 hectares. So inflow is in meter cube per second, so 6 minus 6.5. For ease, we will be separating inflow and outflow, that is mass inflow minus mass outflow, and precipitation, that is another part of inflow and outflow. So 6 minus 6.5 divided by 5000 hectares, that is 5000 into 10 to the power 4 meters square, and it is in seconds, and we are calculating it for month. Then in a month, 30 days, 24 hours, 3600 seconds, plus precipitation is 145 mm, evaporation is 6.1 centimeter, that is 61 mm into 10 to the power minus 3. It will be equals to change in storage. So let's calculate. It is minus 0.0259 plus 0.084. That is equals to 0.0581 meter. So our initial water surface elevation is 103.2, and after a month our final water surface elevation is 103.2 plus 0.0581, that is equals to 103.25 A. That is our final answer.
Other basic definitions of hydrology are precipitation, so precipitation is all form of water that reaches Earth's surface. That can be snow, rain, etc. etc. We have a look of precipitation in the next chapter, precipitation and its measurement. After that, we will talk about evaporation, change of water particle from its liquid state to the gaseous state is evaporation. Evapotranspiration is two phenomena. First is evaporation, second is transpiration. What is evaporation? As I said, evaporation is change of water particle from its liquid state to the gaseous state. Transpiration is a phenomenon in which water particles evaporate from the leaves of the plant. So evapotranspiration, collectively known as consumptive use, consumptive use is the necessary part for the growth of plants. We will be further discussing evapotranspiration in irrigation course because it is a basic content of irrigation. Next is infiltration. So infiltration is nothing but movement of water through soil to the groundwater.